Hello, friends. Tiana Smith here with TianaSmithCoaching.com. And this is our episode called Have Fun and Get More Done with Content Creation, part of my podcast and video training series with Master Your Mind to Master Your Business Online. So, if you're listening to this on a podcast later, you might want to go to tianasmithcoaching.com, click on blog, and on this episode so that you can see the video training that goes with it. And for those of you joining me live or in replay with the video on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, I'd love to hear in the comments where you're tuning in from. And also remember, this is interactive. If you ever have any questions about what I'm teaching, you can write to me, Tiana at tianasmithcoaching.com if you're listening. And then if you're live with us, just put it in the comments, direct message me. Let's rock this out. So, yes, I'm excited to be here. And again, also, if you can put a 1 in the comments, if you can hear me, as I always like to make sure that my tech is working live to make sure we're not going to be doing a muted live stream. Okay, so great. It is all working. We are good to go. And I'm excited to be here. So today I have written out 4 steps. So there's 4 specific things through over 20 years in online marketing and over 20 years in the music business and the marketing business. What things really can help you as a creator online, whether you're a coach, course creator, consultant, investor, all of you, it doesn't matter who you are. If you have a business online or you even want to use online marketing to drive business to you at your local shop, these are the steps that I recommend you follow. These are going to be streamlined like anything. We can always go for more. So type the number 4 in the comments if you're watching live and you would like to know what these 4 steps are. For part of it, I will share my screen, but most of this is just going to be educational. You want to grab a pen and paper, but I always love to give visual examples, not just talk to people. It's actually part of the reason I didn't do a podcast for a long time, because I kept feeling like, well, I need to show people how they can actually do this. But I've also realized people like to learn things at different paces. They like to let it sink in. So we're going to do both those things today. So the number one thing so that you can have more fun and get more done with content creation, and PS, we're going to talk about how do you convert all this into a sale, is to inspire yourself, okay? So part of my principles with Master Your Mind and then Master Your Business is it starts with mindset with everything. And you know, we all hear that all the time. You know, everybody knows this. However, I have a golden rule for marketing about inspiring yourself. It is this. You know the golden rule, treat others as you'd want to be treated. Well, my golden rule with marketing is post things that you'd want to see. It's the play on that. It's almost like if you ever have been shopping for a best friend and let's say that you have similar tastes, sometimes the best thing you can do is pick out something you would want. And hey, treat yourself. You could also buy one for you and one for your friend, and then you can be twinsies. But back to marketing, you know, what I got really excited about. So when I used to do social media marketing for multiple different people at the same time, different businesses, entrepreneurs, celebrities even. And so every day I was posting 3 to 10 times per day per account. I had to get really good about like streamlining content creation. I also had 2 young children at the time, a newborn and a 3-year-old. Don't ask me how I did it. It's a miracle. So the thing is that I did it though. And this is part of the process of streamlining it. So I'm going to share my screen and tell you that my number 1 resource is Pinterest. I will tell you that right now. There's other resources like Instagram and scrolling, but that's really not methodical. It's not that as intentional. Pinterest can be your best friend, even if you don't even use Pinterest for marketing your own business, which why wouldn't you? But you know, even if you did it and you just used it for essentially creating a library of resources. And look, right now, you know, in our world, what's coming to mind is, you know, this whole AI thing. I actually haven't dived into that at all. And I'll tell you why. There's a lot of, proof around they're grabbing content and you can be plagiarizing things without knowing it. On top of that, I personally don't like a person, let alone a robot, telling me things I do and don't like. And so, that's in your court if you want to talk about that. I'm not going to be talking about automated things. I'm talking about where you are coming into your heart and you want to find true inspiration. And for your people in your niche, whether you're sharing entertaining things, valuable things, educational things like this, taking your own life experience, professional experience, post not from a place of, oh, I have to post today, but instead figure out how to get yourself inspired, figure out how to pump yourself up. Okay. And so I'm going to share my screen and kind of share with you how I do that on Pinterest. And again, if you're also listening to it, just listening to it, I'm going to explain how to kind of walk through this. Now, all of you, of course, can come follow me on Pinterest, which is at Pinterest.com/Tiana Smith Coaching, right? So let me share my screen with you 1 second. Let's go present, share my screen. And I'm going to walk you through how I just share, like I go and create a lot of boards that inspire me. Let's give you an example. Right now, I'm looking at redoing my backyard. And I will say this one over here, it's green lawn chairs with those green cushions, white lounge chairs with white and green, throwback vintage kind of South of France vibe is my favorite. And here on Pinterest, I can start to really map out what I want my backyard to look like. But here's the thing, it's more fun than that even, because just like everything in life, isn't everything more fun with friends? And if you consider that your followers are truly your friends, why don't you share this with your friends? Like I shared this earlier this week. Took a screenshot of it and I was like, "Hey, I love this image from the colonypalmbeach.com." Also, just make sure if you are ever sharing images, don't like you need to credit where you're getting them from if they're not yours. Side note on legal things, and you should Google all your legal rights on this, but I will tell you that you need to credit images you're sharing, especially on public profiles. So let's say I want to pin this image also, right? So what I love to do is to use, let's say I'm going to pin this one. It's going to be in summer pool inspiration. This one also is. Look how fun this is. Also my backyard. So all of a sudden I'm inspired. So what I meant by like just going to Pinterest, not only to research your own things, but to just be inspired. Now you can get inspired before you come online to online marketing by going to the gym, by going for a walk, just being happy to be alive. Congratulations. You're alive today. And so that's really important. But I'm talking about getting specifically inspired by your content. And a cool thing to do is to find other content that inspires you that then you could share with your followers. Now, how is that relevant? Not all of it is relevant to your niche, but what you're doing is when you're branding yourself, the way I teach most people is you're sharing an extension of yourself and your passions with others online, and they relate with that. My kids, they're really into these YouTubers. I wish I knew the name of I was actually thinking of this young man. I don't know what his name is. They love this kid. He's not a kid. He's a young man. He looks so young. But he's like 22. I think he looks 15, but super sweet guy. And he goes all around the world with his video camera. We were watching a video of him where he was like, he spent a long weekend at this lady who lives on an island off the coast of Norway, I believe. And what he does is he sets these like goals to go experience what that's like. So he's going to go like, shovel the ice. He's going to go paint the inside. He's going to wash windows, and he's living isolated, and he's vlogging his journey. Now, why I share this is a lot of these top YouTubers who have like millions and millions of views, they aren't just talking about, this is different than a marketing exec. I totally get that. But they're sharing these parts of their life that are interesting and fun. So I want you to write down today, what parts of your life, like, what do you love? What parts of your home do you want to improve? What parts of your body do you want to improve? What parts of your style? And so what I do, and I'm going to bring back Pinterest, is if I go back to my profile and I go to saved content, because I've created content too, but I'm talking about where you're just like, okay, I'm going to scroll through Pinterest today. And I literally I have my dream life board. I've got plantology because I'm really into plants. I have makeup tutorials. I've got walk-in closet, inspiration. Like I just looking at my Pinterest board because I'm constantly putting things into it. It really inspires me. It inspires me almost like not almost like a vision board to keep going, to dream for more. And it also educates me. I actually have a whole let's see, I have a whole 7-figure club collaborative board for my clients that has everything from like lifestyle, Instagram marketing, web copy. It's so cool. So by you going onto Pinterest and even each morning spending 10 minutes. Now, what I like to do is have you ever been watching a show with maybe your kids or your partner, and maybe you're not that into it, but you guys are fine with phone time at that time, right? So I might be like snuggling or sitting down, and I might, or even just by myself. Let's say I'm taking a break midday and I want lunch. And I'm just going to put on Netflix for a few to just reset my brain. You can open up your phone here and you can get on Pinterest on your phone, right? And you can just be pinning images like, okay, today I'm going to scroll, I'm going to pin this to here. So again, you're using this like as a library of inspiration. And then you can draw upon that for posting your own content. So you can either share content that you found on Pinterest or a website that you found through that, or you could screenshot it, give credit to it, and tell people what you love about it. So for example, you could take a screenshot of the poolside and say, hey, I'm thinking of decorating this summer. What do you guys think about this look? And just get feedback. People love to be talked to. They love to give their feedback, all those kinds of things. So that's number one. Inspire yourself. Create a library of content that is inspiring to you, and you can share it with others. Number two. All right. So you need to set a time goal of when you're going to be doing your content marketing each and every day. Content marketing equals more sales. Okay. So if you're not really putting your heart into this and you don't have a set time, as we all know, life gets super busy. You're not going to do it. So you need to have a set time that you're doing this. And then what you need to do during that set time is you need to know what you're doing during that time ahead of time. Okay. A lot of words like time right now. So what does that look like to me? Okay. So I teach my clients a power hour marketing method. And I really believe like after you get ready in the morning, before you jump on any sales calls, before you do any of that, is you are spending 1 hour getting your business up and going on social media. Like you are doing that content creation and all that stuff during that power hour. And I do have a free guide in this. If you go to tianasmithcoaching.com and you click on some of my free resources, I do have a 30-day content marketing calendar where I dive into this very specific thing that I call the 3-10-10-3 method. And so part of this is, and then I schedule an extra time. So that's like, let's say that was every day from 10 to 11 a.m., for example, for me. Well, then there's extra time I need to do for other content marketing, like any video live streams like this, like any blogging, the podcast, any images I need to do for that, or talk to my awesome teammate Grace about that, as well as just all those other newsletters going out to my email list. So those are extra scheduled times, but like you need to have scheduled content creation times. And I don't believe in really rushing it. I say the hour is the minimum because sometimes people who are starting are like get overwhelmed. But the truth is this, like if a lot of your sales and majority is coming from social media or email marketing, that plays a much heavier role than other things you might be doing. Okay. So you need to learn how to focus your energy into the things that are going to create more income. And this is one of them. Number 3 to lead into this is timers and time blocking. Okay, so let's talk about this. So let's say you've got this plan, you're going to set this timer and it turns 11 a.m. and the timer is from 10 to 11 a.m. And then there's so much more to do, but you've got some client calls and you've got some other things you need to be doing. Here's the thing, friends. Do you remember back in, let's say, high school or whatever grade you completed, that when the buzzer went off, when the bell rang, you stopped what you were doing, you packed up your stuff, and you got to the next class? Let's be honest, there's always more to learn about history or about math and 100% about marketing. I mean, I can literally just sit in front of this computer all day or be on my phone. I could just work all day and there would always be more work. So a part of this whole principle is also just saying, I'm going to work and do this thing. So essentially you have your inspiration boards, you've got your hopefully all your systems up, your automated email list systems, your automated sales, like what you're in business here. So when it comes to this part about time blocking, this morning marketing and such, it's really important that you stop when you need to stop as well. Now, here's what's fun. Once you've started, a lot of the times what we're really talking about is don't wait for motivation or inspiration to start. You need to create that yourself, and you create that yourself by being self-disciplined. If you're watching this live and you want to type in self-discipline in the comments, I mean, this is really at the core of all of it, which is why this is about mastering your mind to master your business online. I could give you the same tips over and over again. I was actually just reading this morning in the 12-week year, I believe is what it's called, like essentially that you can hit more goals in 12 weeks than most hit in 1 year. And they said this was interesting though, and it helped me feel better about life sometimes, like when I keep repeating myself and then like sometimes people don't follow it, they're looking for this next best thing. There was a lady and she was like top in insurance sales, okay? And she had and people would ask her, can you take some time and show me the system? And at first she would for years. And then she noticed that like nobody, not one, followed the system. They were looking for some other shortcut or asking, then going to the next person. Does this remind anybody, any of you about like people who jump from course to course, coach to coach, looking for the next secret? Here's the deal with the 7-Figure Club. I'll give you all the secrets. And there are absolutely some strategies, some funnels, some tech things you need. But part of this is staying the path consistently and really finding the thing that works and then pressing the gas pedal into that. It's not switching cars, right? It's like, nah, this Jeep is working for me. How much faster can I get there? So time blocking, setting your goal, and inspiring yourself helps you really show up for this content creation time. And so the fourth part of this is C. If you want to type the letter C in here, I'm going to talk about several C words that you should write down, put it up, remind yourself of about this. The point of all of this, to make it more fun, the fun part, in my opinion, is I'm excited that this is free marketing. I mean, this is crazy to me that I could live my dream life because I post on social media and I share the knowledge that I'm so passionate about sharing. But number 4 is C is for consistency. If you are consistent with these things, getting yourself inspired, setting the timer every single day. And that's why I have a 30-day calendar when you want to reset these things. I'm like, you better check this off every day. And if you don't do it, start again. You need to get 30 days of this down. And that helps you reset these habits. But the truth is, after you do 30 days and you're getting all these results, why would you stop? Why would you stop? If you say that you want a business that carries you through for creating incredible income for you and your family, why in the world would you stop? Okay. So consistency helps you to have more conversions. I want you to write this down in the comments. More conversations. Okay, here, it's a 3-part actually. Okay, let's start again. More content plus more conversations, the DMs, will equal more conversions. This is why I said it's a lot of C's. And thank you for the compliments in the comments today, which is another C word, comments. I've got my hat on and my workout tank personally, and my sunflower hat that my son got for me. So I love it extra because my son got it for me. But because I'm going to go to the gym right after this live stream and getting everything ready for the blog and the podcast tomorrow. And why I share that is because I also have a consistent promise to myself that if I did not get to the gym yet, I'm typically going to stay in some form of gym wear, even if I dress up and try and look a little cute for marketing. But both those things are really important to me because both those things are on my highest top 5 values in this life. Okay. So more content will equal more conversations. That's comments as well. Comments and DMs is the better thing. You want to have people messaging you. And this will equal more conversions, converting to leads, which converts to cash. And type cash in the comments. That is our top converter. That's how people talk. That's how they really tell you. They can say, oh, I'm a fan. Well, they're a fan. What we want are high ticket clients. You can just scratch the word fan through it. Fanfare is great. It's just a fanfare. What I'm looking at doing is creating cash flow for my dream lifestyle, cash flow to get back to my commitments, my bills, my amazing home, my vehicle, my kids' schooling, vacations, life. Investing in other people, investing in community, more C's, it's a C word. And of course, we should probably end with the Cookie Monster song. The C is for cookie, which I cannot have any right now because I'm working on a goal. But C is for cookie and C is for cash. Okay. I'm going to be the cash monster and I'm going to dress up like a cash monster. And I'm wearing green today. Okay. And so the thing is, the number one way you can really gauge your engagement is how many people are DMing you. And I actually heard a cool interview with Chalene Johnson this morning, who's been in this marketing field for much longer than me. I really respect her. And she's talking about the same thing. And this is a woman who's a multimillionaire, been in the field. You know, she ran those Beachbody videos and she's had her own marketing stuff for years and years. And now her son's doing it. I mean, this woman's like built an empire and she is still saying they message people personally. And so 100 people a day, actually, her and her team. So you've got to get used to this whole methodology of being willing to have conversations. You say you want clients, you better have more conversations. Nobody's going to want to have a conversation with you, though, if your content is not inspiring and fun and authentic and consistent. So get inspired. It is an exciting time that we get to be in this world of social media marketing. We get to post from our heart. We get to share things. It's just so exciting. And I really want to take this moment. I know so many people are talking about AI, and I'm sure like I'll probably explore it at some point, the pieces of it that I think are ethical. But the thing is, I haven't needed to, and let me tell you why. Well, one is because I'm a professional designer, I can design stuff better. Even if they gave me some ideas, I'm not interested in that. What I call upon is a deep well of inspiration and downloads, if you will, from God and from this beautiful universe and world we live in, which is full of so much inspiration to me. I am enthusiastic, I am inspired, I am energetic, I'm alive. And even when I'm having a tired day, yes, I have those. In fact, I was a little tired this morning, but I'm not going to repeat that because if I keep saying I am tired, I am overwhelmed, I'm worn down, like just please keep in mind part of this whole thing, watch your I ams. And I watched this video. If you haven't heard of Doctor, and actually I have this on Pinterest, just so you know, let me search it and see if I can find it for all of you. Do you know that like there is a science of the way you talk to yourself? There's this doctor, this Japanese doctor, and let me see if I can, the power of water and words. And it is proven if you talk to plants, if you talk to water, how about yourself? You are made of mostly water. You forget that where you come from, dirt and water, friends. And I say that not to put you down. I say it to take this opportunity to say, I am alive. I am energetic. I am inspired. God has given me 7-figure ideas today and pray for them. 8-figure ideas. I show up because I matter in this world. And so if you need to have some affirmations right beside you, I have them in the 7-figure club for any of you clients. We have some. Put them right beside your desk. Put them right here at your bulletin board. Remember who you are, you know, like Moana in the mountain. Her heart was taken. She forgot who she was. Don't forget who you are. And you matter. You're here for a reason. And if you truly believe in this thing you're selling, this thing you're promoting, and just that you believe, even before all that, when I started, I had to make some money for me and my kids. At the time, I could not even go to the zoo down the street, which was like $6 a person. I could not afford $18 plus the water bottles. I really could not. And so when I tell you that like my kids and my lifestyle is my why, now I've spent more than $18 on these plants behind me. But the thing is, like, there was times, and I have not forgotten those times. And so I'm coming to you today. Social media changed my life and my business, and it continues to. It continues to be my highest converter. And here's the 4 reasons why. Inspire yourself. Be consistent. Number 2, set a goal for the time, and you need to set the time that you're going to sit down and commit to that date. Do not let any person, even any client, come in that time that you have allotted for your social media and email marketing. That is your time. You need to start taking yourself serious. Number 3, set the timer for that time. And if you got to go do something else afterwards, it's okay. Time block, know what you're doing, and make it happen. And number 4, you must be consistent, because more content, that's great, will be more conversations, will be more conversions, and will be more cash. That's just how it works. So if you're not getting conversations and cash, you need to take a look at and audit yourself. And if you need me or my team to go audit you, I do offer free audits. But here's the deal. If you actually you have money to invest to work with us, we're not here to work for free. But if you want to see what we got going on, if we can give you some good feedback, and if you like what you see, we will do the first one for free. You know what I mean? Because the truth is, we know what we're doing. There's no fear here for me. I know what I'm doing. Like, I've done it for years and years and years. And my clients, following these simple methods of success, get amazing results. I just posted today, I went into my testimonial backlog, which I need to grab way more because we've had tons of new videos and tons of testimonials, including just a couple months ago. I've mentioned this. One of my clients emailed me and says he's attributing my strategy and mindset work around this to have helped them make over $25 million. And their most recent launch was over $4 million. And they use the systems I taught them. So why I share that is you absolutely can blow your own mind if you show up for yourself. The only thing stopping you is time plus consistency being compounded. And you absolutely can compound this a lot faster if you're willing to show up to do things faster and to have more momentum. So let's get going. Let's make this happen. Get inspired, set some goals during your time and stick to it. Set that timer and be consistent and blow your own mind. I like that EVE song where she's like, brown, 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 brown. Brown. She's like, how she, I'm so gonna say it. Like, she's like, oh, I had to give you up. It's only been a year. You got that. I'm not a rapper. But I would love to learn the thing of rapping. That never came to me, but I could sing. So go and be your authentic self. You are needed. Message me, comment here if you have any questions about what I just shared. You can go follow me on Pinterest, kind of even see how I organize my boards. There are some cool people that I have taken Pinterest courses from. But let me tell you about me when I take a course. I actually go and implement it, unless for some reason I bought something that wasn't great. And so, but usually there's a couple people. The one I learned Pinterest from actually doesn't teach it anymore. But don't get distracted. Listen to what I say. You can just learn. Do not get distracted. Use Pinterest. Set timers on there too, okay? But you can absolutely go to Pinterest. You can see how I make my boards about inspiration and go and follow these methods. I would love to hear what kind of results you get. You can get my free trainings at tianasmithcoaching.com. And if you're ever interested, and we have space on our roster, in me and my team building your whole online presence, helping teach you one-to-one how to do this, you can apply for a call there as well. Have a beautiful, blessed, abundant day and go create amazing content. I can't wait to double click on your content and like it. Have a good one. Bye.